Up America, it's your girl bringing you some news. We are live today. It's cold outside. I'm here to tell you it's cold in the shop. We are live at the #1 internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeartRadio station, and we are guaranteed to entertain you this hour and feed your brain. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have a very enlightening show. In this hour, we're going to be sharing information, giving introspection, and providing some inspiration. How's everybody doing? It's chilly. Let me take that back. It's cold. It's like, right, Khalil? It's cold. So today on I Thrive Thursday, you guys see this? Hold that up for him, Khalil. See that container that has Cheetos in it? I want someone to call in today, and Khalil will give you the number to tell me how many Cheetos are in this container. How many Cheetos are in this container? You will win the container with the Cheetos in it, and you get to pick one of those green boxes, the small, medium, or large, and that will be your gift for guessing how many Cheetos are in this container. We're going to also talk about, does fear stop us? I know it stops me. So does fear stop you? And we're going to talk about the power of fear and the mental barriers of fear. Then we're going to also talk about what's holding you back. What's holding you back? You have a goal, you have a dream, it's things you want to accomplish. What is holding us back from accomplishing our dreams and being successful in 2017? We're going to talk about that and much more. And I have a special announcement at the end of today's segment. So share the broadcast. I hope everybody is well. Grab your favorite drink or your snack. Facebook someone, Instagram someone, and tell them to get tuned in to Making Waves with Ms. Darci right here on IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeartRadio station. Stay close. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, my name is Team Olivia Pay. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IR and iHeart Radio Station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darci.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to IntellectualRadio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darci.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide. Just show them this, the American Express.
But someday, I may even use it on the moon. It's a box.
Oh! So you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost card.
Really? That worked?
American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping, all just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
Welcome back. My name is Miss Darcy, Making Waves with Miss Darcy. We broadcast here at IntellectualRadio.com, which is the #1 radio station, which is an iHeart radio station, every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I am your on-air host, Miss Darcy D.
And I'm the intern, Khalil Scott.
And we are here today. So, what's going on in America? Well, we got a new president that's going to take office. I think it's January 20th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready, so I need to get ready. And so if you're not ready, get ready because he's coming. And I just found out, I think his daughter is going to be moving to D.C. when he moves to Washington. But according to Obama, he's not going to live in the White House full time. He's going to be a part-time president. I don't know how that's going to go with America, with our citizens. He also is trying to terminate Obamacare. I think what he doesn't realize is there's more them on Obamacare than us. And I don't think he's going to be able to dismantle Obamacare as quickly as he think he will be able to. Obama said he's going to be putting in some other things in motion. He's going to be releasing people that have low and minimum charges, I guess, against them. He's going to be releasing some more people. I understand this morning, news you need to know right now is that Blagojevich has asked for a pardon from Obama. Not sure if he's going to get it. I do pray that he gets it because a lot of politicians have did so many different things and got away with it, and they chose to make an example. This is just my personal opinion and not the opinions of Intellectual Radio or iHeart. I think that Blagojevich he didn't want to be a yes man. And because he didn't, they made an example out of him. They gave him all those years when a lot of people usually do good time and good behavior and get out. Mm-hmm. And he's made one appeal, I think, or maybe two, I'm not sure. But hopefully Obama will be able to answer his prayers. In other news, I was shocked to hear that news you need to know right this minute, and you probably already know, is that Jesse Jackson Jr. filed for a divorce against his wife, Sandy Jackson, when she was released in December, I think. And he asked for phone records, text messages, and email messages all the way back to 2000, I think 11 or 13. Now, they hadn't even got caught then, so he's going all the way back. So my question is he really bipolar? Do bipolar people come up with these type of things and decide to go all the way back like that? I mean, yeah, because that means something wrong, right? But if he's like he's alert, he's like ain't nothing wrong, right?
Yeah, that does sound like a little bipolar.
So we have to stay tuned and hear what's going to happen with the Jackson clan. And congratulations, we have a new stork in the building, where not in this building literally, but Janet Jackson gave birth to a baby boy. I heard that she's doing fine, and his name you pronounce it one way in their country, but it means Jesus in America. And I heard that the baby and her are doing fine, so congratulations to them. I wish them nothing but love and prosperity. And so today we're going to talk about the power of fear. I know we all have it, so buckle up, sit back. This is not intended towards you, but if you can get some information and share it, then my job is done. Our job is done, right, Khalil?
Right.
So we're going to talk about a look at the things that we do. Now, here are some tiny changes that you can do personally to make your life better. So we're going to share a couple now, a couple later on, and you tell me what you think about this, Khalil. I'll get Khalil and Earl's opinion. So research shows that if you have a few go-to outfits prearranged so that you don't have to pick your clothes out every morning, is a stressful day. Do you agree with that or disagree with that?
It makes it a stressful day?
If you lay everything out, if you have like 3 outfits prearranged, that wherever you go, you can wear one of these 3 outfits, versus getting up in the morning trying to figure out what you're going to wear. So it's less stressful if you have 3 outfits that are already prearranged. Do you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, I agree, because I know sometimes when I get up and I don't know what I'm about to wear, I tend to procrastinate a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I lay everything out that I'm going to wear the day before or the night before, my day tends to go a little better.
Especially the morning. It's a little smoother. So I lay 2 outfits out. I've never thought about 3. Earl, do you lay 2 outfits out in the morning before you go to work? Oh, yeah. We're not going to. That's okay, America. Then the second thing, it says mix things up. Switch up your daily commute by just 1 block or 1 different turn. Now, since I recently moved in October of last year, I have tried to find different routes to get to my new house. And I like it because I get to see other things on other blocks in my route. And some of them is more smoother. The route is less traffic. So have you tried like leaving the studio or leaving work or going to work or coming back home, trying a different route?
Yeah, I do that all the time when I'm going to work. And also I do it the most when I'm walking my dog, so that she can become more familiar with the area.
Okay. Do you all meet more dogs when you're out or?
No. Well, we do, but my dog, she doesn't like other animals, so I gotta walk on the other side. She
antisocial already, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
She hates animals.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good. At least you want nobody trying to attack her or vice versa. Then the next thing they said, we should take a chill pill when things go wrong. There's nothing you can do afterwards. Relax, take a deep breath, and go on with your day. Now, I think that's the best one on here. I haven't read the rest of them, but a lot of time, 15 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes at lunch or 20 minutes or half an hour, somebody can do something to really irk you. And you can either let it go, say your piece, and move on. It's not necessary to mess up your entire day, right?
Right.
So do you think it's better to just, if you can't do anything about it, to just let it go and just keep going?
Yeah, that's why I find myself constantly doing that work. And I tell my cousin that works with me and my friends, when the manager makes us mad, like, just think on the brighter side of things. We don't work too hard in the winter, so it's just the little things that happen that makes them mad. So I just try to calm them down.
Yeah. I'm doing that with people when they're driving. I'm trying to get on the expressway. They know I have to get on and nobody wants to let you on. Or when you're going down the street and somebody's just on your bumper trying to pass you up and you see them 2 stoplights up. Was it really worth it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's in a hurry. We all in a hurry. Leave a little earlier so that you're not always in a hurry to get where you, because it's still traffic going to be out there. It used to be morning traffic, rush hour, afternoon, evening, but people are getting cars every day. They're getting their license every day. Sometimes one household may have 4 or 5 cars. And so it's going to be more people on the streets and on the expressways. And so you have to deal with it. Leave early. If you can be at work at 6 o'clock and you don't leave your house to 5:45, that's your fault because it's going to be traffic.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be traffic. Then the next thing they said, simplify your life. It doesn't matter how much money you make, it's how much money you save. So it says simplify. Instead of, you said order a $2 plain coffee, then a $5 latte. A latte, however you say it. I don't even order no latte. I can't afford a $5 or $7 latte, even on a good day. And then the one that I really like is rest up. Go to bed 10 minutes earlier every night. I ain't been able to do that yet, but I'm going to start. They said go to bed. I think I'm supposed to go to bed till like 12 or 1. So if I try to go to bed early, I'm like, okay, you got stuff to do. But they say everybody should get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Do you do that?
No, every day I can't go to bed till around 3 or 4 in the morning.
Huh?
Around 3 or 4 in the morning.
3 or 4 in the morning. And then you get up at what time?
I get up pretty late. So I get up, like today I got up at about 10.
So 3 or 4, 6. So you're still getting close to 6 hours. Yes, you got to get more rest. And you be fine? You don't get tired or?
I tend to get more tired when I go to bed earlier.
See, that's what I think. That's what I think. I feel like I should stay up until I'm tired and then go to bed. But they say you should make yourself go to bed 10 minutes early every night. So I'm going to try that next week and see what happens. And I keep you guys posted. The other thing they suggest is to pay it forward when things are going well. Be helpful to someone else. So if you inherit some money or you find money in your pocket, which I sometimes do, or your purse or your wallet or your coat pocket that you haven't worn in a while, you know, the person in front of you getting a cup of coffee and a donut, you know, treat them, pay it forward. I'm telling you, it's such a great feeling. And I'm not saying you got to go and be broke to do it, but pay it forward. It could be something small. If you're in the grocery line and somebody just got bread and eggs, if you got $5, pay it forward. You'll be surprised at what that one thing you do, that random act of kindness will do. I'm going to start recording random acts of kindness. I got to remember to take the recorder and make sure my phone is charged. But I want to do a random act of kindness at least once or twice a week, and then bring it and share it on the show. The next thing it says is branch out. Say yes to a new experience, even though it's totally unfamiliar to you, or try a new dish or food. Now that I have a problem with. I really want to try it, but I can look at it and say, oh, that don't look like it's good. But it might be good and I'm missing out. Right?
Yeah, I'm
so
like
do
that
people
too.
see? And so that it may be a new ice cream flavor at the ice cream place, or it's a new meal on the menu at the restaurant, a new appetizer, or you go to somebody's house and they say that, and you say, what is that? And they say, oh, Cleo, it's real good. Just try it. Then you think about it first, because you look at it and you say, that don't look really good. But and then everybody's eating and they're talking about how good it is, and they're going for seconds or thirds. Would you try it?
I probably wouldn't. I got a problem with that. My mom gets so mad at me when she cooks something new, and I'm like, ugh, what is that?
See, I'm the same way, because Elliot is an exceptional cook. So if you need a caterer, call me and I'll get you a good caterer. They call him the jerk master. He can jerk anything, and I'm telling you, the food is mouth watering. The meat is so tender, it just fall off the bone. So if you need a caterer and you want to try them, give me a call. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. He can throw down. And he always tries these different dishes and say, just taste it. He just got a spoon. He just got a little on it. And I'm like, I don't want none. I need to know how it tastes. I need to ask him. I'm like, I don't want none. So I'm like that too. And then everybody can't cook, Khalil. So right. I don't eat everybody's food. I don't eat some of my family members' food that can cook.
Oh,
I can cook, and I've been looking at that. That don't even look done. You made that? Oh, no, I don't want none. So you have to be careful when people say they can cook. And then the next one, it says, find the lesson. Next time something crappy happens to you in your life, focus on what it has taught you instead of doing revenge. Now, I agree with that. Sometimes that's easier said than done. The next one, it says, be kind, give people compliments every chance you get. Now, I think that's nice. I think sometimes women have a problem in giving other women compliments. But to me, what's yours is yours. And if somebody got some cute boots on or a nice purse or a hat, I'd be like, girl, that's shy. Where you get that from? They may tell you and they may not. Because what looks good on somebody else, you can wear two people in one outfit and it's going to look different because of their body, you know, how they're made, and they may wear it better or dress it up better. So, and you might not be at the same place. So it's nothing wrong with giving a person a compliment. I think we should do that all the time. And last but not least, it says, cut yourself some slack. When you mess up, acknowledge that you made a mistake, learn from it, and move on. Because we tend to be hard on ourselves. I know I am. So they said, you know, lighten up a little bit. The year just started. Lighten up. And so my deep thought for today is, you cannot change the past, but you can ruin the present by worrying over the future. And that is so true. I'm going to repeat that again. The deep thought for today is, you cannot change the past, but you can ruin the present by worrying over the future. Khalil's going to give you the number to call. If you can call in and tell us how many Cheetos, slide my picture over and put that Cheetos. Tell me how many Cheetos are in this container, and you get to win the container with the Cheetos plus one of those green boxes. So, Cleo, give them the number to call in to tell us how many Cheetos are in this container.
The number is 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953.
We're waiting to see who can guess. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Hope your special day brings you all that your heart desires. Here's wishing you a day full of pleasant surprises. Happy birthday from Making Waves with Miss Darci and crew. We hope you get everything that you asked for and more. You're celebrating an anniversary, a divorce, whatever. Happy. Here's to your new life. So now here we go. Is fear stopping us? Now, when you think about fear, what's the first thing comes to your mind, Khalil?
The first thing that comes to my mind is I think I said this on one of the older shows, is when I saw Will Smith's movie After Earth, and he started to explain to his son how fear isn't real. It's just something that's in the back of your mind that kind of shakes you up.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is. And so fear, the fear has so much power, though, over us that it amazes me. It controls our entire lives and where we are now and where we want to go. So we have to realize that fear is just a made up 4-letter word. It's just a made up, the concept is real for most people, but we cannot let it consume us and take over our thought process, our lives, go into depression over fear. Fear should be a life transforming moment for all of us. It doesn't kill our body or do damage to us, but it just stops us from doing whatever it is that we want to do. So we have to find a way to get a hold. You can have fear, there's nothing wrong with it, but you can't let it control you. And that's the part that we're going to talk about today. It says the things that we should do is get rid of fear, the fear of failure. If you want to work out, you want to buy a car, you want to get out of debt, you want to start a business, the first thing you think about is failure. It's not going to work. You think of all these reasons why it won't work, but what's wrong with thinking of one reason why it will work? And right. You won't know if it won't work unless you try it. So nothing beats a failure but a try. So people are afraid of failure, including me, and they just won't do anything. So we have to understand that the fear of failure isn't going to kill you. It's not going to do you bodily harm. And the good news is that it's going to teach you things that you need to know in life to be successful. But we don't look at it like that. So that's just call it the hard knocks of wisdom. Failure, you have to make mistakes because that's how you learn. If failure is necessary, that's just a component of being successful. So if you never try, you ain't gonna be successful right away. But if you don't never try, you never know. I mean, I don't know nobody that didn't fail before they succeeded.
Yeah, even Michael Jordan failed before he succeeded.
Yeah, Tyler Perry, all people that are role, or some people who are role models, or people who are wealthy or rich, unless they inherited it, they had to work to get it. Now, they don't broadcast all the negativity, all the fear, all the failures, because all we see is the end result. And that's the way we should live our lives. If you fail and people around you, maybe your family and close friends, may see that you made a mistake or you messed up. But if you learn from it, then you won't make that mistake again. And then you excel in life. But if you let fear stop you, you're just going to stay right here and you're going to never advance. And I see that in a lot of people. And they have talent. They have skills, but they won't. They say, what if this happens? What if it don't happen? You never know. Now, would never tell anybody to quit their job or anything, but everybody has a talent because God made everybody different. Otherwise, we were all the same. It would be a dull world. So you have a skill, you have a talent. I have one. Earl has one. We have to use it. If we never use it, we'll never know, right?
Right.
So if someone was to come up to you right now and say, Khalil, I watched the show, I shared the broadcast, but I'm still afraid of fear, what would you say to them?
I'll tell them, just like Will Smith said, fear is not real. You just got to go out there and have your mind motivated and just do what you know is best.
Yeah. So before we go into the other things about what we can do to overcome fear, one of my favorite quotes is, if you're only willing to do what's easy, then life will be hard. If you're willing to do what's hard, then life will be easy. So choose your hard. We all have power. I always say this. We had to choose, get up in the morning. We can choose to be powerful or powerless. You can choose to get up out of the bed or just lay in the bed all day. I mean, you can choose to do something. I'm not saying you can't rest or you can't do this, but if you have a goal, and we're going to talk about, that's my special announcement going to be at the end of the show, about setting your goals and making them real and write them down. And I'm going to challenge everybody that's watching this podcast today to share the podcast and be ready for the next show, because I'm gonna share something with you that we're gonna be doing. A great way to get unstuck. People say they stuck. Then you got to find a way to get unstuck. Go to the library. Go see a movie. Go downtown to the museum. Go to the zoo. Do something that's going to enlighten you. I think everybody should get a journal and write down things in your journal every day that you did and where you're trying to get to, and see where at the end of that journal where you end up at. That's another way. They also said, the survey says, get comfortable with uncertainty. What if game? What if you didn't do this? What if it doesn't work? What if you get hurt? What if people laugh at you? Do you think comedians will stop being comedians, or artists will stop taking singing lessons, or, improving on what they're doing? You still got to keep going. Even if you get successful, you can't just stop, because you got to take that money and make more money, right? Sometimes people make money or people win the lottery, because they had that show, What Happens to People Out of the Lottery. They win the lottery. They don't even buy them a house. They don't buy a reliable car. And then in a year, they're broke, or 3 years, they're broke, and they're working at a job. If you play the lottery and you inherit millions of dollars, you need to find a way to invest that and make that money make you money. You should never have to go back to a job unless it's just something you want to do. But the people, when they show it on their show, some of the people continue on, but some of them, it's just like they didn't even win. They go and buy 50 cars and 30 houses and their friends' houses and give them money, and then they broke. Really? Would you do that? If somebody told you right now you won $2 million in the lottery, what would be the first 3 things you would do?
The first thing I would do is buy myself a new car.
Okay.
And then I would probably buy a house for my parents, since I know they did a lot for me growing up. And then I save the rest, like you said, and invest.
Okay. Would you talk to an advisor?
Yeah, I definitely would.
Okay.
Because they'll probably know how to manage the money better than me.
Right. But you got to make sure they're not trying to manage your money and charging you astronomical fees.
Yeah.
So you have to do your homework on that too.
Yeah.
So you still just got to be mindful. Even if you get a lawyer, you got to make sure that he's not stiffing you. Everything, you have to do your research. We got Google, we got Bing, we got AOL. We have so many resources now that we didn't have a long time ago. You should be aware of everything that's going on when it involves you, your finances, or generating revenue. Even if you're starting a business, it's so much information out there. So I'm going to conclude with saying that the power of fear is here. It depends on how much you let fear control your life. That's the same thing with being successful or unsuccessful, powerful or powerless. You are in control of you. And so it's up to you to decide. If you know you got to get a job, don't let fear stop you from working, because who's going to take care of you, especially if you're grown, right? So I hope that this information, if you have some advice on overcoming fear, please give us a call here at the studio. We would love to hear from you. Remember that great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Again, I want to know who can tell me how many Cheetos are in this canister so that you can win one of these 3 boxes. I would love to hear from you. So give us a call in the studio. Up next, what's holding us back from success? Oh, we have a caller. Hello, caller. State your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, Miss Darci. This is Janice Brewster Ben. I'm calling from Crete, Illinois.
Hi, Janice. How are you? Happy New Year.
Lady.
Happy New Year. Are you calling to guess the number of Cheetos, or did you have a comment about fear?
Well, actually, I was calling in about the Cheetos, but I can tell you something about that fear thing too. I have an extensive history myself of panic and anxiety attacks.
Okay.
Actually started back in 1996. It took a lot of work, a lot of growth to, I won't say overcome it, but to learn how to cope with it. And it's kind of interesting that you had this topic today, because I was experiencing a bit of anxiety/fear about an hour ago, and reached out to a dear friend of mine about it. And, she told me, hey, you know how to deal with this. You've learned it. You just have to put it into play. And sometimes you just need to hear that from somebody, because I'm going through some changes. My life is good, but I'm going through some changes in my life right now, and it's not always easy to accept. But I'm not a victim of life. And that's what I keep telling myself. In life, there are changes, and we just have to grow with those changes.
That's the key word, grow. That's the key word, Janice. And I am so glad that you called in today. I'm glad that this topic, because I had a separate topic, but then something shifted me to this. And so it's fitting that you will call in today and share with us. That's another step toward change and growth in your life. And I commend you for that. And I think everybody has fear. It's just how we deal with it. And then you have a circle that you can call someone and they can kind of give you comfort. And that sometimes that's all we need. And I commend you because none of us are perfect. So I appreciate you sharing that with me. And I'm so glad to hear from you. Oh my goodness. You have to call me. So tell me how many Cheetos, Janice, are in this container?
I'm just going to throw a number out there. I'm going to say 120. I don't know.
Oh, it's a little bit more than that. Now you only get one guess. Now get one guess, but it's a lot more than that. But I thank you for trying, and thank you for tuning into the show. I appreciate that. All right, you have a great day. So Janice called in to share insight on fear, and I thank her for sharing that. We all deal with fear. And so it's like, again, how you choose to deal with it. She was able to call someone and able to go on with her day. And we know she's going on with her day because she called into the show because she said that she experienced fear an hour before. So kudos to her. If you think you know how many Cheetos are in this canisters, please call us here at the studio. You're taking the pause for the cause. We're going to come back and talk about what's holding us back from success. IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station where we're definitely feeding your brain. Back in a moment. Stay close. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in to Making Waves with Ms. Darci, we were talking about fear and the power of fear. And if you know the amount of Cheetos in this container, you can win a box. You can win one of these boxes. I'm gonna have Cleo slide the boxes over to the Cheetos. They can see the boxes. You can win one of the green boxes. We have a small, medium, and large, and you can pick one of those, and you can win one. You're hanging out with the #1 internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. And for me, what's holding me back from success? Probably a lot of things. You probably don't have enough time, but that's like a loaded question. What's holding you back from success? And there are different patterns and different journeys to success. And some of them are good and some of them take longer to understand and comprehend. Everybody retains information and receives information differently. For me, I'm going to give you a couple of things that work for me that I had to overcome. And me and Cleo are going to discuss them. And then if you have a comment on what works for you, you can definitely feel free to call in and give us your insight. But the first one is stop comparing yourself to other people, because what you're capable of doing somebody else may not be, because might not be the talent or the skills that were given to them. So what Khalil may be able to do, I might not be able to do. So just because Khalil is doing it and he makes it look easy, it doesn't mean that you can do the same thing. And then people get frustrated because they would say, well, that person's doing it, I should be able to do it. But maybe that's not your gift. Maybe that's not your gift. So I don't think that whether we starting a business, learning a new skill, looking at where people have made it down the road, similar to us, we don't see what they went through. And maybe we can't handle what they went through. We might not be able to handle it. We don't know the hundreds of mistakes they may have made every single day. So we can't assume that it was easy for them because they don't promote everything they went through. So we need to shift our mindset, our focus to where we are right now and what we want to accomplish and what we want to do, and then surround ourselves around people who know what we want to do and they can encourage us and uplift us. We don't want to be around people that's negative. That's one thing I have decided last year that I'm just not going to deal with this year. And if it's something that I just don't want to do and people try to talk you into doing it, if you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it. You're grown. Can't nobody make a grown person do anything. They just really can't. And if it's something that you don't like and you try not to say you don't want to hurt their feelings and you just don't tell them, you can do it in a nice way. Because people might need to know, right?
Right.
If somebody walking around and you think they clothes or something they say, or maybe their mouth is, vulgar, they doing a lot of cursing and swearing, or every time you see them, they talk about all the bad things. It's just nothing positive. What would you say to them, Khalil?
They need to change their mind and their attitude.
Yeah, and otherwise, when you see them, you'll go the other way because you don't want to be bothered with that.
Yeah.
So we have to learn how to help our people. A lot of people were saying on Facebook and social media, they finding people they gonna cut off in 2016. I'm trying to connect with people to do positive things. You do have to watch your circle, and you have to know you have to like you. If you don't like you, that's gonna be a big problem. And you have to learn to love yourself. Learn to be happy. Can't nobody make you happy but you. And then you can have other people enhance your happiness. But happiness starts with you. And a lot of people, they say they need other people to make them happy. And to me, that's a problem. Because that person not going to be with you 24/7. And so when that person's not with you, you're going to not be happy.
Right.
Have you heard people say that they need somebody to make them happy or to complete them? Do you ever hear that?
Yeah, I hear that a lot. And saying first, in order to love somebody else and depend on somebody else, you gotta love yourself first. You gotta love yourself more than anybody in this world.
Ooh, say it, Khalil. Where my bell at? Say it one more time. They gotta do what?
You gotta love yourself.
That's it.
And I went through a period of time where I was like that, and I thought I depended on the person, but I just found by listening to music this J. Cole song called "Love Yours." And he just really talks about how you got to love yourself and how there's beauty in the struggle.
Ooh, yes.
And it just reminded me through every bad situation, there's light at the end of that tunnel.
That's right. That's right. That's good wisdom talking. Listen to this young man giving out wisdom today. Then you're going to ask yourself the wrong questions. You spend a lot of time and energy, which I know I've done in the past, saying what if what you're doing, if it's even possible, if you're good enough to achieve it, is it the right thing to do? Is it the right time? Am I capable of doing it? Who, what, when, where, how will I make this happen? What's my first step? Who can help me with this? Just do it. Write everything, write your game plan down, put it on the vision board, and then search for answers. You got to go to the library. Start with the library. Start with the museum. Start with your inner circle. And then number 3, I really had a problem with is waiting for others' permission. You worry about how they're going to prove if you go and do this, or you're doing 3 things and you go do a 4th thing. What people are going to say about you? You're trying to do everything. You can't do this. You need my approval to write this pass. I make it possible for you. No, you make the person makes it possible, not somebody else. You control your happiness. It goes right back to number 2, where you have to be happy here first. Mm-hmm. Because if you're not happy, same thing in a relationship. If you are bitter and you were hurt or somebody cheated on you and you don't work it out between yourself, once that emotion goes, you're going to take that same that same personality into the next relationship. And it's gonna keep going. You got to deal with it. You can't break up with somebody in December and got I'm in love in January. You ain't even had time to grieve and transform. It's not possible. There's no time limit on it, but I know it's more than a week or two, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So people jump out of relationships and they go back and forth. Same with getting your hair done. I had a lady tell me, I want my hair to be all natural like yours. I want to grow my hair out. But she go to a different person every other month. You can't let all them people have their hands in your hair. You got to find one person that you trust and work with them. And then, give it 6 months and see what happens. Now, if they just, not on time and not taking care of your hair, then that's a different story. But whatever you do, you have to do it consistently to see a result. And I think we get impatient. We want it right now. It don't happen just like that. That's just how life is. It just don't happen. And then number 4 is waiting for time. Wait for the right time. Now, they do say time is everything, but I think you shouldn't just keep putting it off either, because you never start. So you don't know what you say. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start the next day. I'm going to start the next day. And 10 years of your life have passed. When are you going to start? You may get to the point where you're too old to start. But they say you're never too old. But maybe that particular thing, you may have to tone it down a little bit, whatever you were going to do. Mm-hmm. If you were going to do something at 30 and you 75, you definitely going to have to rearrange the path because it's going to be different. But you can do anything that you set your mind to do. You have to take action. You have to stop saying, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do this, and you never do it. When you start telling your friends and family that you're going to do something and you don't do it, they just say, yeah, okay. Because they don't believe you anymore. You got to make them believe it. And first of all, you got to make yourself believe it, right? Mm-hmm. You got to make yourself believe it. So we're going to discuss the other ones when we return back to the air, because I have some more good stuff for you all to talk about. So we'll discuss that. If you have a product, service, or brand, or you want to promote it here on Intellectual Radio on Making Waves with Miss Darci, please reach out to myself on social media. Reach out to Khalil on social media. We'll be more than happy to go over our sponsorship packages with you or get you in for a one-on-one interview. Give us a call, look us up. We have some great promotions for the month of January, and we would love to work with you. And I just thought about posting send it to Khalil, and I didn't. So I got to send it to Khalil today now, and I just thought about it. So bear with me, but we're going to make sure that we get the promos out to you. We love to help you. We would love to have you be a sponsor here on Intellectual Radio on Making Waves with Miss Darci, whether it be Tuesday or Thursday or both days. I want to leave you guys with watch your surroundings, watch your ideas, your inventions, things that you want to do. You might not want to share everything. Maybe, leave some to the imagination, because maybe somebody else has it all together and you don't. And then you look up and your idea is already manifested by someone else. So you have to be really careful in revealing certain information pertaining to your product, service, or brand, or something that you're getting ready to, an invention or idea. Be very careful about that. Remember, everyone that's watching this broadcast, you all have greatness in you. You all have greatness in you. And I think that this is the year for all of us to let our sparkle shine. I've had a great time talking with you. I've learned some things, having Janice call in, maybe reflect on some things that went on in my life, when I had my surgery, and wondering, saying, why me? Now I say, try me. So it's what you know about who you know that builds revenue generating relationships. I'm going to say that again. It's what you know about who you know that builds revenue generating relationships. I enjoyed you all. I love you all. I wish nothing but success for you all. I appreciate you supporting Intellectual Radio. And I also appreciate you supporting Making Waves with Miss Darci and some of the other shows that are here. Check them out. Support them. We have to start supporting each other. We will go and support someone we don't know, then support someone we know. Let's support our community, uplift our community, and use our dollars within our community. If you have a topic that you would like to hear us talk about here on Making Waves, Miss Darci, please reach out to us. We would love to talk with you. I guess I'm taking this Cheeto container home. I'll take a picture of it and put it on Facebook. If someone can tell me how many in there, I'll definitely let you have the container. But as far as the boxes, you would need to call in on the air. And then for my special announcement, When we come back on the air, you're going to have a chance to win cash and items that are going to be up. And I'm going to tell you, it's a game that you're going to have to play. It's something like Family Feud, but it's not really Family Feud. You're going to have an X amount of time to answer questions. I may say, name me 5 doctors. So you would have to say a dentist, a podiatrist, a OBGYN, a psychiatrist, and you only have 10 seconds to do it in. And then I'll tell you what you win. So you only, it's going to be a list, and we just going to go down the list. And if you don't get it right, we're going to go bomb, try again, and that's going to be it. So we're going to make it kind of fun, and we're going to start it next week. So in order to participate, please go and like Making Waves with Miss Darci page, the radio page. We would love for your support. We will share the broadcast. Please share the broadcast. Questions or comments, please hit us up. You want to talk to the super producer? Hit him up. You know the number here, the Intellectual Radio. He would love to hear from you. So, Khalil, do you have anything you want to say in closing?
No. Oh, actually, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my friends, Stephen Durham and Jay Colbert. They watched the show last week.
And yeah, and Khalil got a lot of shout outs. He's doing an amazing job. And those who are supporting him, I love the energy. Keep supporting. That's what we all have to do. Support. Go out to people's events if they invite you. If you can't go this time, maybe try to go to one of the events. But we have to start supporting each other. We have to build a legacy, but we have to start with supporting each other. Stop taking people down, but bring them up, lift them up. And that's what we have to promote. And I'm here to do it. I'm ready to do it. Make sure you guys are dressing warm because it's cold outside. I even got a hat. Miss Darci got a hat today and a scarf. Forgot my gloves, but I got a hat and I had it in a scarf. So I enjoyed talking to you all. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. I'm here to help you in any way that I possibly can within my means. And, in closing, build your own dreams or someone else will hire you to build theirs. And that would be me or Khalil. And we're out. Stay warm.